Welcome back to the break room. Hey, we just got a hot new final trailer for Thunderbolts, and we haven't seen it yet. Gina's seen it, but she's gonna pretend like she hasn't seen it yet. We haven't seen it yet. Eric and I definitely haven't seen it. Gina's watched it once. She has no idea what's going on.
What's a Thunderbolt?
We're gonna watch this Thunderbolt trailer for the very first time. This is the final trailer that Marvel just released, and we'll give you our live reaction because we haven't seen it yet. Let's do it, folks. Thunderbolts, go! Ooh,
Yes. Look what you want.
The screams. Did you hear the screams?
Okay. Beautiful.
Definitely new shots. Definitely new shots.
I wonder what that book is. Someone translate it quick.
So we'll break this down with a frame-by-frame analysis on the new Rockstars channel coming out on Thursday. We'll see.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's this movie. Brandon and I were talking about this on Sneak Peek. The best marketing for a Marvel movie in a long time. And it's not just the music. It's like the vibes, the tone, the chemistry.
But also that music. I mean, like
after
the first trailer, that song was stuck in my head for like 3 weeks.
Yeah, Disney's paying the money for the song rights for these trailers.
Yeah. They're like, get us an 80s song that people haven't thought of in a little while and is going to get stuck in their heads and they're going to download it 80 billion times.
So we've had the Pixies, Where Is My Mind? We've had Starships. We built We built this?
No, it wasn't We Built This.
It was the other one. It was
Nothing Can Stop Us Now.
Yeah.
Stop Us Now. And then now Bowie, Under Pressure.
Yeah.
So good. And this is our Last Dance kind of echoing over, you know. Venom the Last Dance reference confirmed.
Does Venom appear?
We can't stop him alone. I can.
You guys need to learn to be friends. Do you have any chickens for me to eat?
The way the Void looks, like there's a shot of like Bucky just on the floor of a building as like shadows are starting to creep.
Was he like tied up? It looked like he was kind of tied
up.
up.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Maybe I just always see Sebastian.
No. Also, I think what if that book that he's reading is Eric's Berry book that he reads to his
Jamberry?
Jamberry.
Yeah. So
way in fact this morning.
Because it looks like Yelena goes into the void, right, and that is maybe confronted with her own haunted past and memories, a younger version of herself. I don't know if she was trying to harm herself in that instance. You know, she's sitting by a bathtub.
Yeah.
Was that her, like...
She OD'd or something?
Yeah, in the intervening years or something like that.
She did something she, like, couldn't live with the guilt, and then when she when she, like, lifts her chin up, it's like, you know, she's gonna be like, hey, it's okay.
It's okay.
Throw up all those pills you just ate.
Hey, it gets better. It gets better. Yeah, and then that shot in the woods, right? We had kind of first seen that in a like behind the scenes featurette when they were showing them filming it. And it looks like there's two young characters in it.
Yeah.
Maybe a young Yelena and a young Natasha. And whoever that gentleman is, maybe her real father.
Yeah.
Because both Natasha and Yelena were taken from their families at a young age or orphaned in some manner.
Did we see some of that? I can't. I gotta rewatch. But.
All we know is that like when Natasha shows up on Vormir, Red Skull's like Natasha, daughter of Ivan, or something like that. That's like really the only reference we know about her actual parents, I think.
Yes.
But somehow they wound up in the like Red Room program and then were given to Melina and Red Guardian, Alexei. And they pretended to be a family. But to Yelena, it was real to me. It was real to me. Like she calls Alexei dad.
Yeah.
And like she wants to believe it so much.
I think it's gonna be like Yelena's biological father in
that
moment.
Maybe she suppressed
maybe trying to
this memory.
shoot the people who are coming to take her or something.
Oh.
Or I mean, like, what could he have been a Russian spy from an older generation?
Yeah.
And then, like, he gave his daughter,
or like a Soviet dissident, and he's like thrown into a gulag, and they take his children, kind of thing.
He's got excellent posture. That's what I noticed. When he fires that, when he raises that gun, excellent posture.
Good trigger discipline is what I say. Wow. Kevin?
Alistair 410 asking, do you think there's a chance the Void could be connected to the Dark Dimension, and that's how we get Doctor Strange back?
Oh, that's an interesting thing.
I love that. I mean, I think, Multiverse of Madness tells us that if you read the Darkhold, you start getting into dark magic from the Dark Dimension. We know that involves Dormammu, and in that movie, that's what caused incursions, right? They were messing with the Darkhold, and it caused incursions. And like the way I see it is like the Dark Dimension exists in between all these universes, and when you use up that dark energy, these universes collide into each other.
I bet they're gonna go in there and they're gonna meet Cloak and Dagger from the canceled Cloak and Dagger series. They're gonna be like, "Oh, we've been trapped in the Dark Dimension for like 4 years of them not renewing us.
And then Yelena's gonna say like, and you'll stay here.
Yeah. And then they're gonna see magic, and she's gonna be like, I can go to different dimensions too. And then Nightcrawler, and then they'll just like be like, we don't have time for this crap. We gotta get out of here.
Nightcrawler, you're supposed to be in the Brimstone dimension. What are you doing here?
I think we need to do a whole video on like where
On different
Nightcrawler is.
dimensions,
And different dimensions. I think it's interesting.
There's also like the noir dimension, like
I mean,
that
there's
was
a lot.
another.
There's a lot of them.
There's wherever the Dweller in Darkness is. There's a lot of dark dimension stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the void, in this movie is just gonna be more of like an emotional state that it puts you in, and I think it's gonna be a very, very interesting thing to explore. But they are calling it the same thing that the TVA calls their dumping ground, and I don't know. We'll see if that's just a coincidence.
Yeah, if it's an emotional void and you have to relive your trauma over and over again, and that's what Yelena sees when she goes in there is like the trees, and then she has to defeat it.
I just want to travel to MCU 616 New York and buy a T-shirt that says, I survived the invasion of the Chitauri invasion, the blip, the snap, fist blackout, and the void.
Yeah, at that point, none of these people can sell their high rises.
You've gotta
right?
get out of the city.
They're like, I can't. I've been trying to sublet my apartment for 8 years, but something bad keeps happening.
Yeah.
No one's moving here.
Maybe they're also doing this as a contrast for what New York in the Fantastic Four movie will look like.
Oh, yeah.
Because that Entertainment Weekly article made it sound like it was awesome.
The
like,
world is
cool
a
place to live.
utopia in their universe, right? Like
Yeah,
the
no
whole
nuclear
world.
war. Yeah. So Future Foundation has just like fixed everything.
Good.
Wouldn't it be
good for
nice?
them.
Wouldn't it be nice?
Wouldn't it be nice?
I'm so excited for Thunderbolts though.
Hell
Again, go watch like the sneak peek on the new Rockstars channel because like Brandon and I kind of go into what might be a pretty divisive conversation that we'll have at the end of the summer. Will Thunderbolts be a better film than Fantastic Four First Steps? Are you more excited for Thunderbolts than Fantastic Four First Steps?
Yeah.
If so, that's fine. I mean, the marketing for Thunderbolts has been awesome, and it sounds like it's going to be a really, really cool movie.
I do like that they've been focusing on the marketing for this, and I think once it airs, they'll be like, "Go Fantastic Four, go! Put cool music on top of cool trailers for this one now too."
Or they could just sell it just on Giacchino's score.
That's true.
Yeah, they really could.
Yeah.
I do feel like this movie, it is interesting, like you guys were talking about the marketing before. Yeah, they have to be different in a big way so that it feels like casual fans can kind of like jump into this and be like, okay, there's going to be some connections, but maybe not. It just seems like, the punching and kicking and like, people who might just be going out to see like The Beekeeper, would go and see this.
Yeah,
right?
I do think it's the Bad News Bears versus like, versus like the first half hour of Pleasantville or something.
That's the best half hour.
Is that because it's in black and white?
No, because like Pleasantville is this like utopian society, and then people realize it's not.
I see.
Yeah.
I thought you were referring to like Tobey Maguire and Reese Witherspoon in a video store.
No, I'm like, what's
and then
the
that
vibe
character actor shows up with a remote control.
What's the vibe of the Fantastic Four? And the only thing that popped into my head that's like, oh yeah, this perfect society where everything is pretty, Pleasantville.
I think it's like Lego Movie, you know what I mean? When it first
Oh,
wakes up in the
yeah,
city.
yeah.
Everything is awesome.
Right.
Yeah, everything is awesome.
Yeah.
They released this new poster as well with them sitting around the table.
Hell yeah.
Thank you, Mick Jack Attack, for reminding me about that. Emmanuel also saying, I hope they eat shawarma in the post credits. God, I hope they eat shawarma in the post credits.
Yeah.
They recreate that.
What's the opposite of shawarma? Like, what's the
Taco Bell.
No, it would be like boring white food. Like,
A sweet green.
a sweet cream.
Anyone want to get
It's
sweet
pinkberry.
Who's got the fist of covering their mouth?
Well, whoever had different facial hair.
Yeah, whoever grew a mustache.
David Harbour.
Oh yeah, David Harbour had to shave
for Stranger
Things. So he's like this. I don't think it's shawarma, and they're like, you don't like this. Let's go to Subway. I always eat fresh. Subway bread, same thing as yoga mats. Delicious.
Evan, they
There's
used
a
Roundup
substance.
yoga mats in it. They claim that they stopped.
But same with Papa John's pizza dough also had that substance.
Do you know they call it KFC because they know to use real chickens now? They have freak chickens with 6 legs. All drumsticks and
I think
breasts.
Alexa
It sounds like
would
Reddit
that,
Guardian
You
to
would
me.
like it.
Evan is killing it, dude. Reddit Guardian? Dude.
Reddit Guardian.
All right.
Out of here. I saved the narwhal bacons at midnight.
Okay, Lion221 saying, what do you guys think the post-credit scene of Thunderbolts will be? Man, at this point, they got to start bringing the Doom multiverse stuff in, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's a good question. Do they go immediate movie afterwards and do like a little Fantastic Four thing in there? But
I think they might tease the Avengers at the end of this movie. At the end of Thunderbolts, you know, they get along. They're like, we're a team now. Yeah, we're gonna keep doing it. And then it's like Sam Wilson shows up with like maybe 2 other people.
No, it's like he gives them a cease and desist letter. Like he's like, you can't call yourself this. And then they're like, we will asterisk it.
We will use asterisk. Happy Hogan shows up.
Oh God.
Yeah. Says, I'm forming a team.
I think it's like Val getting a drink at the Tony Stark bar at the top of the Watchtower. Just like, that was a close one. Wong shows up in a portal, and through the portal in the background, you can see like the Avengers' new compound on Celestial Island. Like, kind of an adamantium base, and then maybe you see someone else moving around back there. Is it one of the other Avengers? Is it a Doctor Strange in the background? Yeah.
I wonder if we'll see like maybe Nick Fury come back. We haven't seen him since the Marvels.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Nick Fury just making love to his wife, his Skrull wife, just taking good care of it.
I want to see the real you.
Maybe
real you.
Yelena grabs Natasha from a memory and throws her back into the real world, and she's like, "The hell is going on here?"
Ooh, bringing back Natasha would be wild.
I thought you were, Eric, I thought you were going, if Val's taking a drink at the bar, that Robert Downey Jr. shows up as Doom, not as himself, as Doom, and he says, another version of me used to own this place or something. I want it back. And he's like, I got the deed. I bought it.
He pulls up a bottle of O'Melvanese. I have something to celebrate.
There we go.
You know, this is a free port in my universe. Will Robert Downey Jr. have an accent as Victor Von Doom? Is he going to throw an Eastern European accent onto it?
Yeah.
You saw The Sympathizer. I think he's going to try.
I think he's going to do his voice from Tropic Thunder and just make everyone
mad.
Oh, no.
Can he just do whatever he sounded like in Doolittle, Dr. Doomlittle, right? Like,
Dr. Doolittle.
Man,
he's killing
dingers. He's killing today. I mean, he pulls off a great British accent in the Sherlock Holmes movie.
That's true.
He does a really good British accent.
Like they like cast him and they're like, all right, what accents can you do? And he's like, my own voice and a British accent. And they're like, that doesn't work for Dr. Doom. And he's like, that's all I got.
That's all I got.
Any final thoughts on this Thunderbolts final trailer?
I love it. I think they killed it with all these trailers.
Yeah.
I think they're killing it with the marketing. I wish that everyone would do this for every movie.
Yeah.
Yep.
It feels like they're still holding back on a big action sequence, which I like. I'm excited to see the movie, and I think I don't want to see anything else until it's movie time,
same,
baby.
Agreed. I applaud them for not showing us Sentry's full form.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You showed us the Void, which is sufficiently creepy to get us excited, but you don't see Louis Pullman in like the gold.
I like not making the Void a monster either.
Yeah.
It's just him. Like,
it's just
with his little Ewok eyes under
Jawas.
Jawa eyes. Yeah.
Well, that was the Thunderbolts trailer. We're so excited to see this movie. Thanks for checking it out with us. You can follow at Breakroom and on all our social platforms, and join us on follow us on YouTube and Twitch, where we do videos like this live. You can catch us on Twitch. We'll catch you next time and see you at the movies. Latest, Gators. Goodbye.